Hello everyone, and welcome back to Harvester. Today we are starting the best part of the game.
Yeah, are you ready?
This is the lodge. So Aaron, do you remember much about the lodge?
I remember a lot of stuff about the lodge.
Well, the first thing of interest is that our inventory has actually been wiped. All we have now is the harvest blade. So don't worry about not doing something before you come here, because none of it is missable at this point.
Ah, you're here. Excellent. You'll find them through that door.
Excuse me?
You are the exterminator, are you not?
No.
In that case,
Do you remember that dwarf from the barbershop?
Yeah, is this the same actor?
This is the same
Yeah.
actor. Honestly, most people would assume that this is just the game being lazy, but I personally like to think it's like some kind of Dark Seed, Light World, Dark World thing. Like this is an evil version of him or something.
Mayhaps.
They do start reusing a lot of actors here, actually.
Yeah, because they were running really low on that budget
Yeah.
of $10.
And at this point, he's telling us that the lodge is full of monsters.
Yep,
So
yeah.
this is where there's gonna start being a lot more combat.
Yeah, remember those two fights we got in? Over the past...
Only one of which was required.
Yeah, over the past many,
All right.
many parts.
You ready?
Yep, time to go.
Okay.
You guys enjoyed the meat slide? Yep.
Welcome to the lodge!
Welcome to Meatland.
So, like I said, the lodge is the best part of the game, and it's also the weirdest part of the game.
What is this, Psychonauts?
In every single room, you can examine the walls and the floor, and you can tell they had a lot of fun writing these.
The fleshy
Absence, like,
walls.
openings pit the fleshy walls. If you examine the floor, I think it says, like, the slimy floor seeps into your shoes or something. Like, they had a lot of fun designing this, and...
Mike, your shoes are bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh, so gross. Welcome to...
And here's our first monster of the lodge. I don't know what it is. There are a lot of abstract creatures and locations here.
Yep, so...
And I find it very engaging overall.
Welcome to the lodge. Once more. Our Meatland.
This is only the beginning, and I feel like they started with, like, the flesh wall place just as shock value thing. So you have to enter that sphincter right there, and yes, that's actually what they call it.
Sphincter?
I don't know how to say that word properly.
Sphincter? Bub. It's the bum hole.
Yeah.
It's where you poop your eyeballs like every normal human does. Let me drink this nice water.
So this large eye right here, we need to slash it.
Yeah, I know your Zelda rules. Go for the eye,
Yep.
but miss it the
There we
first
go.
times. Ooh.
Now, what the game... Oh yeah, by the way, this is when the game starts to get really gory as
Yeah.
well, so be... Now, at this point, there's actually acid on your clothing. Killing that eye actually sprayed your body with acid, and you need to get rid of it because it's acting like a poison. So I'm gonna be acting really quick here. Is this the same wolf from the crypt?
I think it is. Maybe he just got out of the lodge and wandered off.
Oh, welcome to the Last Supper, by the way.
Yeah, Last Supper,
this
everyone's
part of
dead.
the game gets very random sometimes, and knowing me, I like to look at it and just see if I can apply any sort of meaning to any of it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to find the strong drink here and drink it. I think it's the one on top. It doesn't really matter how many of these you drink, although I like to take them all.
Drink all of the beer. He needs it.
Yeah, he needs it after that. There
In
it
this
is.
Meat room.
Okay. And then,
Then walk away.
it's Evil Steve! You know, Evil Steve! Famed b-ball player, Evil Steve.
Really?
There
It's
we
Shadow
go.
Barkley, my favorite character.
So, we actually got a key from that. You actually meet someone in the lodge who tells you that, in order to get the key to the next area, you need to look deep within yourself, and that's what he means. You find a key inside a copy of yourself.
See, I looked deep within myself, and I just found a bunch of squishy organs.
In that register, you find a $5 bill and a $200 bill. Yes, you need to take both of them.
You know, maybe the lodge is just within us all.
The lodge is within us all. And,
That's-
oh hey, an actual person.
Oh, thank God, we need more of those.
Yeah.
Give him the money.
This is a cloakroom, sir. By definition, not a fitting place to seek answers. However, it's plain that the acid from your ordeal is eating away at your clothing and skin.
happens to the best of us.
You know. You go fight a giant eyeball.
I find it very telling that the people here take this all as very normal. Alright. Now, yeah, I've lost some health. You should see him when he's low on health, which you're going to see a lot during the final rush of this.
Go through
I had to do the second half of the lodge on 1 health, and that was very frustrating. So in the back of the room, there's a toga. If you try to take that, he will shoot you with a shotgun.
As you do.
Yeah. So you actually need to kill him in order to get past.
There we go.
we get a shotgun. By the way, there is no consequence for killing anyone in the lodge. So if you were worried about getting arrested beforehand, you don't need to do that anymore.
He's just gone now.
And now we can actually take the toga and you need to put it on that little hook right there. And in here, I feel like this is a secret too. You know what you get in here?
You get a nice cosplay.
You get the best weapon of the game.
Ooh.
And shotgun shells. I think the shotgun and this scythe are the 2 best weapons in the game. Which of course means you get it from just some random cloak guy.
You just kill him.
Yeah.
Get rid of the harvester blade to become an actual harvester.
The Reaper who's holding on the cover of this game, there's a Reaper holding a scythe. I think that's the actual scythe he's holding. So it's sort of an iconic weapon. Like
the Master Sword, iconic as that.
Yeah.
And we're back to here. Cool.
Yep. And here we have our next normal person.
Ever since the monsters invaded this level, the members have taken to dining with the Grand Poobah upstairs. Actually, I have to admit my last few meals haven't been up to snuff. The problem is the freshness of the corpses, or lack thereof. See, the supply has dried up.
Soylent Green.
I think these guys are fully aware that it's people.
Okay.
The hobos.
I think this is the... Actually, this might be where the hobos have been going. Yeah.
I mean, hands grow on trees, if you know.
I think this chef is played by the same person who played Pat. I love this line coming up.
Not really.
Not really. I just love his delivery of that for some reason.
Clientele. Ever since the monsters invaded this level.
I love how honest this guy is, at least. He tells you that he can't really help you, and he's very blunt about it.
I like the ketchup and mustard bottle, which are very, very just... And then the hand in the pot.
That's the most normal thing. I've never seen that hand, actually.
And is that a sandwich?
Yeah, actually, that's a health item.
Go munch that.
Okay, folks. Don't make the same mistake I did. Now, I've talked before how I've,
Oops.
I think you need to kill this guy, actually. Yeah, there we go. You take the... Actually, you don't need to kill this guy. You just get a new weapon for it. You get a lot of weapons here, although admittedly you don't really need any of them. Lucky's outside. Aside from, the shotgun and the scythe, which I highly recommend getting. Everything else is... Oh, and there's also one other long-range weapon that's really good.
I like the torso.
You do need to come in here to pick up the torso and that arm. And get the cheese on rye, because that's a health item.
Explain the problem that you were gonna
say.
Okay,
there are 2 health items in this entire area.
Fun.
And I used both of them very early, not realizing there are also dead babies in that sink.
That's what happened. That's what they did with the goddamn baby.
Yeah, so
baby.
Don't waste these items. Only use them if you are in critical danger, because oh boy.
Oh, I hate that noise.
That was kind of worth it, though.
If you really want to get risque, just eat the torso.
Just eat the torso.
You can't eat the torso.
No. I think there's also one other place where you can, Oh, don't waste your shotgun shells either. I use this gun very recklessly here, but if you're playing along, don't use this aside from, maybe 2 enemies in the game that are also long-ranged, because ammo is limited. It is very limited.
Can I just say how he walks with that shotgun?
I love how he walks with every weapon. That's something I need to say.
It's just all hunched over and awkward.
Yeah. You're gonna notice you need to... There's, a switch that you need to hit, and I think that unlocks the door. I think you need to do it before you come in here.
Oh, look, my friend.
Yep. Oh, I cringe so hard seeing myself use all these items.
Well, you got through it. Oh, look. It's a ranger man. And lost in scape.
I want to hear... listen closely.
Here you go, then. I'm just range rider.
That's a stock sound effect.
Yeah,
I've heard that
everywhere.
I've heard that in plenty of arcade games.
I've heard this sound literally everywhere.
Yeah.
Lost in Scape.
You can pick up the pool cue. That's another weapon. Again, you get a lot of weapons here. And that gumball restores a little bit of your health. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of just random knickknacks all around these rooms now that you can just pick up and use as weapons, use as health items. Some are required, some aren't. And here we have some bubbles in the ground. And... Hey, it's Electros from Pokemon!
Oh, my favorite Pokemon.
I actually really like Electros. I think he's really fun.
He's a fun boy.
He's got a lot of coverage, too, in competitive.
I finally downloaded Crystal on the eShop.
Oh, you're going to see my save files practically multiply in this final area as well.
Yeah,
I
guys.
save a lot in this area.
Now you give him the meat.
Yeah, you give him the meat. Keep one of them, though, because you need to go back. And yes, you do need to give him another meat to go back.
Look at this very clean, cleanly restroom.
The only thing you need here is the weed killer.
Yeah, gotta go kill that devil's cabbage. Oh.
When did the war on drugs start?
Freak,
All I...
a ton.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know, this could be a commentary, but
I don't know.
look at this bathroom is so gross.
I have a personal prediction that our next Democratic president is going to legalize marijuana nationally.
Alright, cool.
Hey, I might as well say it in video so I can say I told you so later.
Alright.
Also, I think the first woman to become U.S. president is going to be Republican. Okay, we're done with political predictions for now.
No more guys, put down your really controversial political opinions in the comments
Don't
below.
actually do that, alright?
Start a flame
Only
war.
I'm allowed to do that on Discord.
Make a flame war, guys.
No, don't do that. Okay. So we have the weed killer. Oh, I'm going to show off a room I don't think I've ever seen another Let's Player show off.
Gotta hunch over.
Oh, not that room.
This
Yeah,
one.
I noticed something. I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually examine this room right here. No one is in here. You're not required to come in here, but there are no items, nothing. It's just a fancy room.
Nice bearskin rug.
I feel like you might be I feel like you might have been supposed to come here first just to see the normal area right after that fleshy place. Like, I don't know, a lot of this place just seems very randomly assembled, although I feel like half of it is intentional in a sort of way. Like, it's a game that it's a part of the game that messes with your emotions a lot, because you just don't expect anything that's coming up, and I feel that that's part of the point.
You don't know what's gonna be through that door. Could it be more meat?
Yeah, like, again, and that kind of adds a little bit to the horror elements, because you really don't know what's going to happen next.
And also this repeating song gets to you after a while.
There's like 4 versions of this song. I think this song is called Sinister. Oh, there's a weed right there. Let's fight it. You actually can't kill it with your gun, so we...
Was that a stock scream?
I think that was a stock scream and a stock chomping effect.
Yum.
Oh, for the record, folks, if you're doing a horror game, don't use stock elements because everyone's heard them before.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we have.
Jim Sterling went really heavy on that in one of his videos.
It's like the stock music that they put on like all the storytelling videos too for creepy videos. Like,
he was more so talking about like asset flipping, how everyone uses like the same 5 zombie models they bought wholesale, but
oh, I know like the sound effects thing. I've heard so many gosh darn sound effects, but it's the stock music that gets to me.
What face is he making?
I feel like if it's
he's looking really disgusted and pointing at himself.
I feel like
really
he's
funny.
like giving himself like a nipple twist while doing that. Oh, God.
Around where his shoulder is, I actually cut out a lot there because there's a key hidden in that area, and it's kind of hard to see. It's like right near his shoulder. So yeah, we take the fountain key and then along the wall somewhere.
Well, that didn't work.
That didn't work.
Damn it.
Somewhere along this wall. There we go. Yeah, you can go through there. And we have another monster.
It's the poop monster. Look at him. Oh, that was like a gusher right there.
I was watching the Retsu Prey playthrough of this, and he mentioned, I think it was Slowbeef who mentioned that one of those sound effects that monster made is straight out of Doom.
I feel like a lot of stuff uses Doom sound effects.
They might be stock at this point, or
Yeah.
public domain. Who knows? So, yeah, that's the first level of the lodge.
You did it.
You did it. I think there are 3 in all, and I think the second one is actually the longest.
Congratulations, now we're meeting this boy.
The Harvest Moon Art Gallery, sir. I'm the curator of this place. So delighted you could come.
Freaking artist, am I right? God.
This character is a repeat actor, but I can't really tell which one. I don't remember off the top of my
Is
head.
he one of the firemen?
I don't think he's one of the firemen.
I guess it was the slightly weird voice and also the obsession with art. Oh, it is Dark World.
They actually do a pretty good job at disguising some of these, honestly.
They were able to use that $10 on their budget really well.
Yeah. This game was very budgeted, and, like, I don't want to say it was rushed because it was actually delayed, but...
They spent all their money on the meter room.
Grotesqueries amid works of beauty are necessary.
I've never seen the word grotesqueries spelled out before.
It's my groceries that are
Grotesqueries. Yeah. I actually really like this art gallery part, and you'll see why in a minute. You fight monsters in here, and they're not what you expect.
It's never what you expect.
It's never what you expect.
Oh, there we
you
go.
can kill him too. The guide I was reading specifically said to kill him, but I don't think there's actually a reason you should do so.
Maybe the guide writer just didn't like him.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a really comprehensive guide of this on Steam. It's like 1 page long though, which just proves to strikingly offensive.
Oh, I'm offended by that. Ooh, let me get on my Tumblr right now.
This game knows how. Oh, like I said, the monster's not what you expected. It was a living jade statue.
You know what happens to the best of us.
It's like something straight out of Vulture and Zebra. So that image on the left, I think, is one of the cutscenes.
Yeah, it looks. Yeah, it looks familiar. Worry that cow's gonna get up and attack you.
Perversely abstract. Roughly hone in jade. Hone? I don't think that's the right word for that.
Oh, look, there we go.
Oh my goodness. I love these, like, marble statues as monsters. Baseball bat is maybe not the best weapon for this. I think
It's the perfect weapon.
I think at this point, is that anime on that one? Strange group of guys.
That's every anime. I'm watching a show like that.
I'm playing a game like that.
Who are these anime boys? Are they
Yeah.
gonna... So if they make a remake of Harvester, they're just gonna be all handsome anime boys?
Heavy and intimidating. I really want to see, like, a Let's Play or a remake or sequel of this one of these days. In one of these monsters is actually a key you need to get out of this place, or out of the art gallery.
Off he goes.
I think it just goes in a big circle. The sculpture is morbid but strangely erotic.
He really needed to have... God damn it, Steve. God damn it. Oh, we're here again.
Yeah, it loops around. You actually can't go back down, I think.
You can never go back. Right, off we go again to try
Here's
to
where I actually
get out of
learned something
here.
about the game. You notice I'm not walking to the other side, I'm just clicking on it and I'm going.
Yeah.
I learned that if you double click on a door, you just go straight to it. And I actually sequence break a little bit as a result of that.
Those are your mad speedrunning tactics?
I did find a Harvester speed run. I think it's about 18 minutes.
No,
And
you can't skip the cutscenes.
I might actually watch it later. It looks pretty great.
You have to do it with cutscenes. It's just the cutscenes.
There's a lot in this particular hallway that I do out of order, and I apologize for that because we actually did miss some pretty interesting cutscenes. Hold on a moment. I want to get my...
And away he goes.
I want to get my phone real quick because there are actually 2 unique actors in this area that we have not seen before.
So they are able to scramble together a whole new $2 to hire more actors.
Hold on. There we are. Okay, where are we? Oh, are we about to do Chess Master? I think we are.
No, are we?
Those ashtrays look familiar. Don't waste your gun. I cringe every time I see that now.
Well, you got through it. Ooh, you can update your iOS cloud.
I'll do that later.
Oh, he has a picture of himself. That's how I want to live.
So, I mentioned before that I think the Chess Master is the goriest part of the game. Even more than that hallway, and you'll see why when we kill him.
Being a civilized man, I offer my opponents a choice. Solve my problem or fight me to the death. Do you know how to play chess?
And Steve says no. I only know how to put on a shirt.
No. I actually do say no.
Is a civilized game.
Strangely, you don't actually need to fight him. You don't actually need to do his puzzle. He has a puzzle for you. This is Tim Higgins as the chess master, by the way. This is a unique actor that we haven't seen before. So if you say no, he will. Ooh, if you say no, he will summon a chess piece on you. And are you ready for the goriest part of the game, at least in my opinion?
Always.
Okay. Look at that!
Oh, that is glorious.
That is terrifying!
That is glorious for all you gorehounds out there.
Oh man, I actually am kind of a gorehound too, so... Although, I kind of want to reload that and actually do his puzzle. Because it is kind of interesting, actually.
Well, the key was in him, so you're gonna have to put your thumbs in his eye socket and pull really hard.
Actually, you want to guess what happens if we do solve his puzzle?
Just gonna he'll drop the giant chess piece down.
You'll see, you'll see.
Chess is for nerds. No, Steve walks in. Oh, you're such a nerd.
You'll fight the giant chess piece again if you fail this puzzle. Like, there's really no reason to actually want to do this, but I do it anyway. You have to mate him in 3 turns, basically. That's the game of the puzzle.
Woo! Oh.
I said I was gonna speed up all repeat cutscenes. So yeah, if you win that cutscene, he just does that. He just dies. I don't know where that axe comes from, but he dies.
It was like a painting of his broken open head. Who did the art for this game is what I wonder.
I don't know, but I want their autograph. Like,
it's like, hi, I'm Weird Directors. Could you just make it look really squishy?
There's something really intriguing to me about like fiction or about like gory artwork or macabre artwork. I don't know why. Alright, here's our next boss.
The janitor.
Aaron, right before you fight this guy, he says you asked for it. I want you to guess what his weapon is.
Oh, you asked for it? I don't know. Is it a bow?
No, you're not gonna guess, actually. It'll make sense once you see it, but you're not gonna guess it.
Big eyes before you get hurt.
Spike he's talking about.
All right, buddy. You asked for it.
Uses a nail gun.
The most fierce of weapons.
I relate with this guy. Like, if you got a blue collar job like a janitor, you gotta be proud of that.
You're the janitor for a place mostly made out of meat. So imagine the stuff that's just trashed through here
How
daily.
often do you think this guy has to clean up vomit? So you actually get his nail gun, and that's another... I consider that the 3rd best weapon of the game. Because
the mighty nail gun.
Just because it's like one of 2... Actually, I think it's one of 3 ranged weapons next to the shotgun. Because I think if you kill the paperboy, you get his pistol. But you can't do that or else you get arrested. So what's the point?
Steve's really making a good supply of weapons for himself.
What is this room, by the way? I kind of love it, and I kind of love its music.
Is it like a dining room? Like a dining room like the thing...
I think the name of the song is Ballroom. So it might be a ballroom.
And it looks like a stage, like, over there, like, where they probably, like, do shows.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
And of course the chess master key is super bloody. Yeah, but that is what opens this door over here.
Let's get all this big fancy room.
It's... Oh, okay, Harvester, we need to have a talk. You don't just put a killer clown in your game. Like, we need a moment. Let's come to the corner, like...
Happy birthday!
By the way, I think that was Tom Lima as the clown. I think his name is Cupid and another NPC hints him, but even if you do know the hint, you're probably not expecting this.
So I'm guessing while they're making, like, assets for the game, they opened up a dictionary and, like, pointed to random words. Clown? Okay, good.
I love how uniquely bloody this room is. You get a Cupid doll and a Cupid key from him. I think the doll's name is Cupid. And you get his chainsaw.
It's my favorite Madoka Magic character, Kyubey.
There's something really creepy to me about that Jack-in-the-Box, like, with blood leaking out of it.
It's like every creepypasta I've
don't
ever
wanna
read.
I don't want to open it. And I don't think the game... I'm surprised the game doesn't let you open it.
Oh, they have an Acme missile in the corner.
Of course they do.
Because y'all know Acme.
Aaron, that was an original actor who did that clown role.
Yeah, they invited him in with the 25 cents they have left and just say, laugh and jump around.
Tom Lena. I need to see if he's been in anything else.
I think he just walked on set.
No, he's just been in Harvester. Surprise, surprise.
He was probably trying to like make a big name for himself, marketing as clown,
Clown.
but it never worked out. I can't believe like some clowns are known by name. Clowns are weird.
I think there was one more unique actor in this area.
Spoilers. For this fresh
Oh, and there he is.
Yep, there we go.
This is M.R. Udi as Kane, and no, he doesn't play in anything else.
It's the strong man from Darkseid. You gotta get his depression medication.
It does kind of look like him, actually. You can kill that guy right now, but I'd actually recommend doing that later, because you can get a unique cutscene with him.
And that's all we need.
Yeah,
More cutscenes.
By the way, the clown and that Mr. Kane guy, that is his name, by the way, they're hinted at by other NPCs that I unfortunately skip over. Here we are. Okay, this librarian, I think she's played by the same person who does Mrs. Phelps. And she actually tells you about Mr. Kane. He has an overdue library, and he wants you to get it for her. Or she wants you to get it for her.
Alright, go and get it then. Be a good Samaritan.
Be a good Samaritan and take a book from a man like that.
In charge of the library, my good fellow. Well, if she is here...
Wasn't the lodge a male-only establishment?
Actually, she brings that up, and the reasoning I find kind of interesting, actually.
Throughout our history, but they're generally not...
I think it's come up. It's coming up right now, actually.
I see.
At least none that are extant.
But you're a woman.
I'm not a member. Women are kept here for the services they are able to render.
Oh, okay, I see now.
Just as some jobs are beneath men, so too can certain services only be supplied by women.
I don't really like that reasoning, honestly, but I appreciate that they have one.
I thought they would have gotten all progressive in this game
don't
made in the
know.
90s based on the era in the 60s.
50s.
The 50s.
You can't mess that up, Aaron, alright?
Only if you'll retrieve an overdue book from one of our charter members.
So you know what this librarian will get us if we get her the book? She'll get us a key on how, or she'll give us a clue on how to defeat the chess master, which we've already done.
Yeah, that's long past now.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll know it. He's not an avid...
Oh man, I you know what? I should have recorded this section over again because I'm very disappointed that I.
Very well.
I'm very disappointed that I did some of this out of order. But regardless, that was episode 8. See you folks next time.
Good luck.